Hi everybody, how are you? I hope you had a wonderful week and that your weekend is going well. Mine has been quite busy this weekend. We had a special birthday and I'm just sitting now and relaxing, and I wanted to share a great new book with you. As you all know, some of us have gone back to school already. Some of us are getting ready to go back to school. So I've been looking for lots of back to school books. And I found one that I've never read before, but I think it's actually quite funny. So I plan on sharing it with my class this year, and so I thought I would share it with you. This book is called My Teacher is a Monster. No, I am not. And it is by Peter Brown. And this book is about a student named Bobby. And when Bobby goes to school, he feels his teacher is a monster. So it starts out with Bobby had a big problem at school. Her name was Mrs. Kirby. And she says, "Robert," because he threw a paper airplane. Can you see it down there? I'm a big person for no paper airplanes in the classroom. "Move it or lose it," she says. And Miss Kirby stomped. "Settle down," Miss Kirby roared. "No recess for children who throw paper airplanes in class." Miss Kirby was a monster. And this is how Bobby felt. So he's not really enjoying himself at school very much. It says Bobby spent his free time in the park, trying to forget his teacher problems. But one Saturday morning, on his way to his favorite spot, Bobby found a terrible surprise. Can you guess what it is? I'll show you. There he is on his way to his favorite spot, and Miss Kirby is there. They both look kind of surprised. Bobby wanted to run, he wanted to hide, but he knew that would make things worse. So he sits on the bench beside her and he raises his hand to say something. And the teacher said, "Robert, you don't need to raise your hand out here. What were you going to say?" "I was going to say, 'Hello, Miss Kirby.'" And she says, "Hello, Robert." And then they start talking to each other. And he says, "It's really strange seeing you outside of school." And then it's very quiet until the wind blows and Miss Kirby's hat gets blown away. And she says, "But that's my favorite hat." So they both go chasing after it until Bobby catches the hat for her. And she says, "Oh, Bobby, you are my hero. That was very good of you, Robert." And she says, "You're welcome." He says, "You're welcome, Miss Kirby." And then some ducks come over and they quack at the ducks for a little bit. And then they realize that they actually like doing several of the same things. So they spend a bit of time together and they end up making some paper airplanes. And they toss it into the air and it flies and flies and flies. So he actually is very good at making paper airplanes. And he says, "I think that was the single greatest paper airplane in history." And the teacher says, "I think you're right." So when they get ready to go say goodbye, the teacher says, "See you Monday, Bobby." And he says, "Bye, Miss Kirby." And back at school, he says, Miss Kirby still stomped, Miss Kirby still roared, but was Miss Kirby still a monster? And this is the last page. What is he doing again? "Robert!" The end. So you get to decide at the end, is she still a monster or not? Well, I hope if you've gone back to school already, or you're on your way soon, that you don't feel your teacher is a monster. She might stomp, or he might stomp, and they might roar, but they are definitely not a monster. Have a great week, and I will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.